school. It was animals in the desert. I did it with another partner. His name's Harley. I did this one all by myself in school, and I presented it to my teacher in my class.
All right. And the ones you did in class, did they have the advanced skills that you're going to go over today? Okay. So tell them which advanced skills that you plan on conveying to them.
I'm going to do animation, hyperlinking, and research.
All right, so this is one that he did a lot of practices and for some of the things that we're going to do. This is probably the mildest way to do it, the hyperlinking part of it. What's the tool that you use to hyperlink these, Brent? Did you use the polyline or did you use the
polyline?
Okay. So he, and he'll show you these, but this is just an example. Okay. And that all looked like one presentation, but it had 4 slides, and he's going to show you how to do that. And here's the I like cheese. We just got a little weird with it. Okay. And so this one, did you use the polyline or the box tool? Which one did you use?
I used the polyline. I think in one of them I might have done the box.
Okay. Okay. So these are some animations that we added. When you click on LeBron, he likes cheese, evidently. Try Googling what's the opposite of cheese, and you get some weird responses because Brent goes, what's the opposite of cheese? I said, I don't know. Evidently it's fresh milk. Okay. So again, this one is 5 slides, and all of it looked like one, so he's going to show you that. And then this is the one that he did in the hotel room the other night to practice his skills. We got a little theme going on here. Okay, that's the animation that he's going to work on. Animation. So this is a combination of both of his skills, animation and hyperlinking. Animation. And again, I'm going to point out that there's actually 5 slides to that one. Okay. All right. Any questions for him so far? Okay. So Brent, number 5 is what you're on. Okay. On your paper.
My mom will open my slideshow. Normally I would click new slide, new presentation, and then begin.
Okay. I did that already. Go. Go, go.
This is my example for today. States. I'm going to show you that look like this. I'm going to show you hyperlinks that look like this.
Oh, crap, I didn't want to do that. Sorry, y'all. Was it like 5 or 6? There we go. Okay. So, where'd you get this picture, Brent?
I researched it.
What'd you look up?
I looked up East Coast states.
Great.
No, don't click, click somewhere else.
Click somewhere else?
It's animation.
Oh. Oh, fancy pants. Okay. What happens if I click on North Carolina?
Then it'll go to the next one.
Ah, okay.
It goes back to 6.
Okay. All right. Okay. Show us how to do it. Let's do it. What
Okay.
state we doing?
Ohio.
Okay. So tell me how to do it, buddy.
First you go, oh wait, are you already on the?
Yep. Okay, so go back to the original slide. So the very first slide that we created, it inserted the picture on. And like he said, he found the picture, he inserted that picture, he found this one. Some of these other ones, like this one, you could just use a square tool instead of the more difficult thing that we're about to do. You could just go up and get a shape that's a square and put it over Kevin Love, and he did it more difficult. He traced around Kevin Love and made him a link. So on this first one, we inserted the image. He went and searched it, and he found, what did you say, East Coast states? Okay, so he just put that in there and did a basic Google search. Okay, so what's the first thing that I do, Brent, on this number 5 slide?
First, you go up to that little line up there, and then you click down, and then you go to polyline.
Okay.
Then you go to the state of Ohio, and then you would trace around it. And if the lines are too small when you click again, that it'll just say it's like close.
So one thing that I suggest on doing this, because a lot of times the states were too small and we were like click, 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 and then it closes itself in really quickly on it. So what I would do is I would zoom in on the burp, and then draw around it to get it to be where it's supposed to be. All right, so Brent, I have your state outlined, so now what do I need to do?
Now you need to go to the line color and make it, or no, the fill color.
Fill color?
Yeah. Oh, you need to go to more now.
Where's more? There you go.
It is.
Oh, no. Yeah, where is it?
You have to click back on your
You
state.
had more.
Thank you,
Okay, there we go.
thank you.
Sorry, but I'm.
You got me, I know.
No, but I'm just,
Thank you.
got that polygon.
Change it to scarlet red.
Okay, so we're gonna find some Buckeye red here. Is this close, dark red?
I'd say go up one.
Go up one, all right. There we go. Okay. All right, and now what?
Then, double click or 2-finger click on the state. And then, oh, go to text box, the T, and then you draw a big box.
Okay, so before we do that, we've already created all the slides, that's why he's not giving you this one step. We have this main slide that's gonna be kind of the guide, and then we duplicated it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So 1 is for Florida, this one, number 6 is for Florida. Number 7 was for Kentucky, and number 8 was for North Carolina, and we have this 5th one for Ohio State. So when we click on, when they click on Kentucky here, it's going to go to slide number 7. And it's gonna look like it magically something appears or flies in and that kind of stuff, and it's not the case. So with what he is saying now, I should go to number 9, and then in number 9, I'm going to draw a text box, because this is gonna be the one for Ohio. Okay, so what now, hon?
Now, in that box, you type Ohio, then you highlight it, and then 2-finger click, then research.
Okay, and this is a nice thing for, and anytime I do this in some of my presentations, the research tool in Google is just amazing, that I can just get that box up on the side, and if we wanted to get a map over here, we could drag the map over, or any pictures related to Ohio. But now, right here over off to the side, I can do some research on Ohio, just because I selected it. I could also type in here and change my research to Ohio State Buckeyes. So the research tool is really nice, and you can bring it up by a right click on any item in there. Okay, so next, Brent, what do we do?
In that information, you highlight any part that you want, and then if you think it's enough, then you stop at a period. Then you can copy, and then you go back to your slide, and then Command V,
Okay.
and then you highlight it again, and then you go to font, more,
Thanks.
and then the one that's blank. Then 14. Then you change the background to black. 18.
Okay. All right, so there we have our information about Ohio. And using our tools, we could also go and get an arrow and make an arrow pointing to Ohio, make the line a little bit thicker. So we could really point out that this information is about Ohio, and this is the state that includes, okay? All right, so let's link that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go back to our
Wait, don't
original slide. What?
Don't we need to copy it first?
Will be good.
I
Yes,
have
ma'am.
a question with research. Can you like scroll down and see the source so that like students can cite it, like the information that you just copied and pasted, so that my high schoolers don't plagiarize?
Some of the resources, when you drag them over, like if I would drag over an entire, for instance, image, if I would drag over the image, it would take over the citation for that image as well, and it would put like a copyright thing down at the bottom for using that image.
Okay.
But not with the fact that I'm copying and pasting, that would not.
But does it show you like below the segment of the text that you copied and pasted? Does it say that site that it's from?
Yeah, and
Okay,
it says,
okay.
you can insert the link to that, so
Okay.
it has Wikipedia, and I know that's a bad word in education, but yeah, like here, this one, we can insert the link if we use this one.
I just wanted to see like make sure that research had that tool
Yeah.
before I show my students.
And it's not gonna give the APA or the APA, the MLA or anything like that, but it'll give you the link so that you know where that resource came from.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so now I'm back on the original slide, and we have our perfect slide down here that has all the information about Ohio State. And we're just doing the hyperlinking right now. We're not doing the fancy Tar Heels running in or the Gator kind of thing. But we're on our original slide, and remember, we just went duplicate, 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 duplicate. Now we're back on that one. So what are we gonna do, Brent?
We're going to click on the state, and then you go to that link over there.
Okay.
Then you go slides in the presentation. Scroll down to number 9.
Is it 9?
9. Apply. And now if you go to present, if you click on that, it goes straight to 9.
Okay. So we have one more step before we make this totally interactive. And you just wanted me to do it, and I told you not yet. So what is that? You want me to put it on all of them? You said copy it.
Yeah, copy it.
Okay, so the fact, now, I tried this before because I thought, this is so simple. I'm just going to duplicate my hyperlinks, but you have to have your pages first. It'd be nice to be able to just do this once. So this is the simplest way, because trust me, I'm super lazy, and when I do my presentations, I want to be fast at it. So after we create the pages, you know, all the text, the states on it, and the word, and the picture on it, duplicate it then, create the hyperlinks to each slide. Now that we know that this is gonna go to slide 9, he wants me to copy it, and now I'm gonna go to each page and paste it. And I'm gonna make sure it lines up, because we had trouble with Kentucky earlier that it didn't wanna do that. So I'm gonna go to each one and I'm just gonna paste. That one worked out pretty good. And the reason that we do this is so when we get to that, and I really don't need to do this one, but I want it to be red on there so that they can see it. So that when I go to present it, any slide that I'm on, click, click, click. So I can click on Ohio, and when I'm in Ohio, I can go to Florida, and when I'm on Florida, I can go to Ohio, and when I'm on Ohio, I can go to North Carolina, and so on, that kind of stuff. So it looks like we're switching things, or things are flying in, but they're not, it's going to different slides. I've seen this done with lobes of the brain. I've seen it done with layers of the earth. So you just find that picture, make it all perfect with text, duplicate it, and then you put in your hyperlinks. Okay. All right. Okay, let's do, okay, so any questions about hyperlinks? Go ahead. No, we all good?
Where did you get the, was it double clicking on the image is where you got the thing to link it?
Oh,
Where it came up to let you pick which slide you were up to?
oh, yeah, okay, and this is a thing that, he got stuck on the other day, because he did it 1,000,001 times, as you can see, all those presentations, like the I Like Cheese and the KJP, all of those things, he did it over and over again. He's like, Mom, link isn't showing up, or, and you're gonna see a little bit, animation isn't showing up. And my rule of thumb is, it's gotta be selected to elect what you wanna do to it. So if I don't have, and like Jan pointed out, you gotta select that thing, and now link is up there. So when I hit link, insert link, it'll give me the option. So let's just do a little box. This is the easy way. If I get a shape, my bad, a shape and just do main like this. So main is just gonna be a box instead of me drawing around it. With it selected, I can go to, move him down there a little bit. With it selected, I can do the link. And now it shows me, and I could put a URL in here, but the main thing that we're doing right now is a slide in this presentation to make it look like it's jumping around in a non-linear way. Yeah. Okay. Very good question, because that happens all the time with me. Just, I mean, proven. Jan's like, you gotta click on it, Tommy. So so you just gotta click it, and now it'll give me more of an option up there.
I have a question real quick too. I inserted a picture from like using the research on the side, and then I drug in a picture of mustard. And I don't know why I'm on mustard, but I did the double click, and it doesn't offer me that link option. But I had a smiley face in there, and when I double click, it offered me the link option, like to slides within the presentation. Is there something weird where it won't let
Well,
you
just
use the picture?
single click it once. Let me get my research.